2020 so far has been the year of coronavirus and pretty much nothing more at all. With nothing to click and nothing to shoot, life in general has become a still photography.
Wow, that's deep, bro. नाश्ते में क्या किया आज? All good? Well, I don't know about him, but the life of camera manufacturers hasn't come to a standstill. In fact, the market has never been so exciting and uncertain as it is right now.
I mean, who thought that someday Canon would be a real threat to Sony in the mirrorless market? So let's find out the top upcoming cameras we expect from 2020.
Man, 8K in the palm of my hands. What the fuck?
These are uncertain times, but we are certain about what the camera manufacturers have in store for us in the near future. To start with, we have the EOS R5. It's a bold and much awaited move by Canon to come up with something so revolutionary. Based on what Canon teased us with, it is all set to dominate the mirrorless competition. A competition that was applauded for being ahead of its time, whereas Canon criticized for being behind. 5-axis in-body sensor stabilization, a first in any Canon camera. Full frame sensor with 8K internal RAW recording up to 30 fps, 4K up to 120 fps in 422 10-bit Canon log internally. Animal tracking autofocus, it recognizes dogs, cats and birds. Let that sink in. If that is not serious by 2020 standards, I really don't know what else is. The RF lens mount that it is based on is the only factor that needs a second look before you get your credit card out. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified about when we get some more info about the Canon's new releases and we compare it with the current EF mount lens systems in terms of pricing and availability.
Well, it's all in from Canon, but Nikon might be not that far behind. According to the rumors, Nikon is coming up with Z8 and D880. And both will be using the same 61 megapixel Sony CMOS sensor. Yes, Nikon has apparently signed up to purchase the very same sensor that's inside Sony A7R Mark IV. And the sensor should enable both the cameras to shoot 6K if not 8K. Z8 might also have dual HD and CF Express card slots. These two characters clearly suggest that it's meant for professionals and pro consumers. Also, being Nikon fanboy, I'm happy that Nikon is gearing up to release pro mirrorless body. And on the other hand, I'm still confused why Nikon and Canon are still making DSLR bodies.
By the way, rumors also suggest that Nikon is going to be coming out with two more camera bodies, the Z70 and the Z30. While Nikon and Canon are gearing up their full-frame professional bodies, Panasonic on the other hand is all set to upgrade their Micro Four Thirds lineup with the Panasonic GH6. The GH6 is then rumored to have a 41 megapixel Sony sensor. It will have improved IBIS, will pack a better battery life, a new generation autofocus, and will be able to shoot 4K and 6K with even the possibility of shooting 8K. It is also set to come out with something called as RAW video recording.
More like ProRes RAW, bro.
Can ProRes RAW be actually called RAW?
अरे भाई लोग इस पे अलग वीडियो बनाना पड़ेगा. अभी सोनी की बातें करते हैं.
The Sony ZV-1 seems to fall directly into the RX100 territory, but with a fully articulating screen. Yes, a fully articulating screen. The single most widely missed design change in the entire Sony lineup. It is also touted to have the latest autofocus features that we have come to love, such as the real-time eye autofocus. Even though it's a point-and-shoot camera, it seems to include a lot of smartphone-like features, such as automatic bokeh and auto object detection that the consumers have gotten used to thanks to the developments in the smartphone camera industry. But the most surprising addition to its feature list would be a variable ND filter.
क्या? Variable ND filter?
Yes bro, सही सुना. By the way, RX10 Mark II में भी ये फीचर सोनी ने इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. शायद ज्यादा लोगों को नहीं पता.
All of these are going to be a great addition to camera manufacturers lineup, catering to the different segments of the market. But the most revolutionary product hands down will be the EOS R5.
Or will it?
So let's finally address the elephant in the room, the Sony A7S III. So if anyone could probably make you stop fantasizing about the EOS R5, that would most probably be the A7S III. Sony seemed to have missed the A7S III bus. It failed to catch the hype train that has been running full steam for 3 years now. Latest rumor has it that they are finally all set to update their lineup. There are a lot of rumors about it with respect to the punch it's gonna pack.
Now, 5 years later, will Sony be able to beat its own benchmark that they have set for themselves? Well, we at the Camera Universe will get you more on that soon. Because Sony a7S III deserves an after-class detention for all the wait it made us endure. So let us know which camera are you most excited about. We will see you in the next one.